sweet Jesus. Oh, no, no, no. Salutations, YouTube. I am your rather cross host, KlayKremling. Well, today I'm going to be talking about a Morhun game. Yeah, remember Morhun? Star of Morhun Part 2? The first game I ever reviewed? Man, it was really a while ago. But now, Morhun is back to invade the KlayKremling screen. Well, I mentioned in that review that I found out that Morhun was a German video game franchise with quite a lot of games up its sleeve, and that I would get around to playing them sometime. And this is not a good start. Now, a little while ago, I was purchasing a couple games, and before I made my purchase, I saw something that caught my attention. A Morhun game called Crazy Chicken Tales. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Crazy Chicken Tales. Chicken Tales. From the couple pictures I looked at on its page, it looked very promising. Heck, it turns out this game was even on the Nintendo Wii. How could I have never have heard of it? I was a pretty avid Wii fan back in the day. But despite all of this promise, the reviews fashioned into a mixed response overall. But I didn't care whether this game would be bad or not, so I added it to my cart and bought it anyway. Heck, I'm sure these other players are just whiny, young millenniums that were expecting the gaming experience of a lifetime. And I personally wanted to try this game out for myself. After all, only an evolutionary superior human being like myself is capable of giving this game a proper review. So, without giving any more expectations, let's just take an honest look at this game. So without further ado... Oh, for God's sakes, you don't see Big Fish Games getting their fingerprints all over my games. I will admit, when I first booted this game up, I was really excited. Multiplayer race? Well, I obviously can't do that, so I guess I'll do the campaign. So the campaign is pretty much like a storybook style, obviously sticking to the whole Tales part of the title. So the story is, crew Morhun and Morfrosh, all of which appeared in Morhun Part 2, find a map which leads to a castle which supposedly has treasure in it. Alright, seems simple enough. And the map is pretty cool. You can look ahead to see where your adventure ends. I don't know why, but it kinda reminds me of Super Cow. What? You've never heard of Super Cow? Don't worry, I'll get to it. I know this is supposed to be a map screen, but where the heck am I? Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm obscured by these trees. And the menu. Okay, level 1 is called Wispy Woods. Oh yeah. We're gonna be fighting a giant tree as a chicken. This is gonna be sweet. Whoa. Okay, at first glance, the graphics are pretty nice. I mean, compared to the other games I play, this is probably the most advanced PC game I've ever played in my entire life. The controls are standard. Morhun can do this weird double jump, but it only works sometimes for some reason. Now, what does this remind you of? It's very familiar. It's Crash Bandicoot. Look, it's Crash Bandicoot. Oh, one warning, I'm gonna be making a lot of comparisons to Crash Bandicoot, so be prepared. If you hit the right click or you... Whoa. Look at that! Morhun's packing heat! If I get captured by the teddies again, hopefully Morhun can come and save me. But, oh god, I don't want that to happen again. You have another attack where you can hit things with a hammer, but who the heck is gonna do this when you can just shoot them from a distance? You can also take cover in these holes in case there are any nearby. Did I just fall to my death in a 2-foot deep hole? Where the heck is Morhun even falling to? Can he just climb back out? Maybe he broke his legs. That'd explain why he's screaming in agony. Okay, I guess I'll... A fox! I don't remember you from Morhun Kart 2. Oh, also, listen to the music. Yeah, that's a riveting soundtrack, alright. Wow, do logs really fall from the sky in Germany? I'll be sure to wear a helmet. So I beat the fucking level by walking through a door that has no purpose being there. Level 2 is just another kind of practice level, but I'm sure you're wondering what this is. Well, there are levels throughout the game where Morhun's animal pals help you get through the level. And Morfrosh is up first. This would be cool if it wasn't for one thing. The control. The controls for Morfrosh are astonishingly awkward. Okay, let's take an honest look at it. Right off the bat, we have tank controls, which is something that plagued a lot of games in the 90s, as far as I know. But it doesn't work for a platform game. This game came out in 2010. I'd like to think we would have gotten rid of this shoddy control scheme by now. So every time you want to turn, you're like a hand on a clock. This combined with the weird jumping is made even more tedious by the fact that you have to jump from lily pad to lily pad, and if you jump in the water, you die. I know it doesn't even look like I'm trying, but I swear to God, the controls are so bad that this is literally the best I could do the first time around. And guess what? It gets worse. You may be thinking, why not just take your time and beat the level nice and easy? Well, you can't. The level goes on and on and on. It's so long, and it's so boring. The level literally preys on your patience, and when it runs out, you're gonna get pissed off and just try to speed through the level, and you'll kill yourself in the process. It took me 6 tries to beat this level, and I have so many lives. At least you're only required to do 2 of these stages in the campaign, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a complete pain in the ass. Ugh, that was excruciating. Okay, let's continue. For a lot of the hilly-like levels, there's always these stupid boulders that are rolling around, and the camera does not help that much. Yeah, the camera has a mind of its own at times. Remember in Crash Bandicoot, the camera was on like a rail, sort of like a movie? You could tell that although it was on Crash all the time, it had a pre-designated path to follow. The camera in this game is not that efficient, and that can be kind of a problem when you're scaling the mountains or trying to get around boulders. Now this can be attributed to Crash Bandicoot being more linear, but Crash 2 and 3 had wider stages, but the camera was done equally well. And like I said, the camera does not help in the boulder sections. You can't help but feel like you're gonna walk into one of them. But believe it or not, it's not that the Morhun levels are too hard, it's that they're too easy. Now, getting lives is very easy, but the problem I'm having is there's no punishment for getting hit. You can take 5 hits, and when you get hit, there's just a puff of feathers and that's it. Now this may sound nitpicky, but bear with me on this. If you get hurt in Donkey Kong Country, you lose a Kong. If you get hurt in Super Mario, you lose a power-up. If you get hurt in Crash Bandicoot, you lose an Aku Aku mask. It's important to let a player know when they're messing up. Otherwise, you're not even afraid of the enemies, and this takes away some of the challenge and fun of the game. I'm not only talking about the flaws, the whole game is just a mediocre Crash Bandicoot clone. Speaking of which, there are these levels where you ride a buffalo of sort, and it's kind of like, actually no, it's exactly like the hog levels in Crash Bandicoot, except the controls aren't as responsive. Now with any good running level like this, there are debris that you can knock into. But there's this fence right here that I died on over and over and over again. I tried jumping over it, I tried going under it, it wouldn't work. So I figured that since I'm a buffalo or whatever, I could ram into it. But the instructions flash on the screen for barely a second and you have no time to read it. So I just went and remapped the controls, then the buffalo levels were not a problem. The buffalo levels aren't too bad, but they lack a lot of polish, which really taints the experience. Oh my god, don't tell me I just fell in that crevice. That'd be like if you could fall through the cracks in a sidewalk. You know, now that I think about it, this may be a ram, not a buffalo. I mean, what would a buffalo be? Never mind. I'm not recording those lines again, though. There's also those Kroot levels that I mentioned. They're like the goat levels, except they're a little bit better, and God forbid they're way better than the Morfrost levels. Alright, let's just end this. Let's beat the game. So after crossing the land, I finally make it to the castle. The design for the castle levels are just ass. It's just traps, holes in floors, wolves, spiders, and more traps. There's not even a final boss, you just shoot down a wolf and then there you go, the treasure is yours. Well, hopefully the ending can make up for the mediocrity we just experienced. Now, Morhan and his friends have discovered the treasure, and with pure glee, they wallow in it. But then, the castle begins to collapse. Man, what a bad coincidence. So riding atop Kroot's back, Morhan escapes the castle. And I guess all the townspeople light fireworks to welcome back Morhan? Okay, sure, whatever, I'll buy it. With luck, our friends escape from the collapsing castle. Tired from their long journey, they sat down at the newborn river morning for all the gold they had to... what? Leave behind? Well, we didn't get the gold, but we found a new friend, didn't we? They all agreed that friends are more... What? Friends are far more valuable than gold? Oh, come on, I don't want a life lesson. I want gold. That'd be like if you got to the end of Super Mario Brothers, then the castle started collapsing, then you left without the princess and ran all the way back to the first level, only to be greeted by a toad that said,
"Well, you may not have saved the princess, but at least we're okay, huh?"
Money is what makes the world go round. Money buys happiness. Okay, well, maybe it's not completely over yet. Oh my... This game isn't good. This game isn't very good at all. This game's bad. It's bad. Morhan. You've failed me. I don't know what else to say because I pretty much gave you the gist of it. It's a mediocre Crash Bandicoot clone. Well, I think that's what they were going for. I mean, a lot of things add up here. But not even the platforming is good. The game doesn't know whether it wants to be a platformer or a on-the-go shooter or something. There's no focus to it. I don't know what more to say, YouTube, so let me sum up this whole game by showing you this hilarious picture I found on the internet. It's a me. Can you guess who it's supposed to be? It's Morhan. Yeah, couldn't you tell? It looks as much like Morhan as the Empire State Building looks like Lindsay Lohan conducting a choir of KlayKremling singing Hotel California. I tried to refund this game, but then Steam did that thing where they're like,
"Oh, we don't refund games that are this old or have been played for this amount of time."
Then I got intimidated and just, I kept it. But if you're curious, you can get it on Steam. Link is in the description. This is not a sponsored video. This game shall be left in the past. Hey, Crimp! Crimp, wake up. I got a game for you. Alright, here you go. Your new head looks good, by the way. Your old one looked kinda like a baboon's ass. Yeah. Well, anyway, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. I'm going to be making game reviews all summer, so I highly recommend hitting that subscribe button if you like what you saw today. Or if you want to see more, check out the playlist in the link below. After all, this is the 10th episode. Here is a teaser for the next game I'll be reviewing. I hope you're looking forward to it, because it's a real treat. This is KlayKremling, signing off.